Texas Tech University hits the road to take the Red Raider spirit across the state. And we'll bring you the latest university news in the Red and Black recap, and we sit down to get acquainted with the new Vice President for Research. This is Texas Tech Today Monthly. Located on the South Plains, Lubbock and Texas Tech can seem a bit far for some incoming students and their parents who want to get acquainted with and visit the university. And that's where the Raider Roadshow comes in. We tagged along as the information and spirit-filled event visited the Houston Galleria. The spirit of the Red and Black took over Southeast Texas recently when the Texas Tech Raider Roadshow arrived at the Houston Galleria.
Well, we're excited because Texas Tech is in Houston today. We've invited admitted students, prospective students, parents, alumni to join us today and just to learn more about Texas Tech.
More than 1,000 people attended the Houston Roadshow, which is one of 5 this year, spanning across the entire state. It's a chance for parents and students to get important information and resources.
The entire campus community is here, and that we can talk to them about financial aid, academics, student affairs, orientation. So we provide all of that information for students and parents, and it's just really great for them to know that Texas Tech cares about our students and parents in Houston and that we're here for them.
I wanted to get more information about Texas Tech and see what would it be like when I get there in the future.
One of the things I want to learn about is campus life. As a parent, we're concerned about safety. I want to make sure that he flourishes in college and walks across that stage and graduates.
Parents and students were greeted by University President Dr. Dwayne Nellis, who wants them to know they're part of a bigger family.
What a great environment it is, a family environment, a safe environment, a supportive environment, and an exciting environment. Great athletics, great opportunities for students to get involved in student organizations outside the classroom and to participate in a multitude of ways to experience what is Texas Tech.
Hey Red Raiders, I'm happy to announce that Texas Tech is partnering with the March of Dimes for their annual March for Babies Walk. Texas Tech has signed up as a marquee sponsor this year, and I'm happy to serve as a chairman for such a worthy cause.
I encourage each of you to take part in helping make this year's event a success by working with us to raise awareness for the March of Dimes. Each of you can do so by signing up as a team captain, encouraging others to join your team, and then sending emails to solicit more support for this cause.
For those that choose to participate, there are many incentives, including tickets to the athletic director's suite to this fall's first home football game at Jones AT&T Stadium, a football helmet autographed by Coach Kingsbury, tickets for next year's men's or women's basketball game versus Texas, a basketball autographed by the Red Raider basketball team, and the opportunity to have dinner at the Texas Tech Club for 20 team members. Also this fall, Coach Kingsbury has agreed to host a lunch for the team that raises the most at Texas Tech.
I hope all of you will help to make many footprints in this walk by participating and helping the Red Raider family support our friends and neighbors. Full details of the event can be found online at www.ttu.edu/walk.
Every year, graduate students are given the opportunity to present their research to judges through a poster competition. Now, this contest is a great way for students to learn to effectively present their findings and share the breakthrough research being done on campus, which is why the competition recently had its biggest year ever. Students in the Texas Tech Graduate School recently had the chance to take part in the 13th Annual Graduate Student Research Poster Competition.
Poster competition is set up to allow graduate students to display their research that they've been working on.
This year's event, held at the Museum of Texas Tech, had the largest number of participants ever, including distance students.
We have about 176 participants. That number includes 2 categories of distance students that are through education.
I have several students, about 16 students, who are in an online doctoral program who have produced posters, and then they were judged by judges by Skype or Link or a good old cell phone.
Students presented a wide array of research topics spanning 19 categories.
And my research was a comparative analysis of student athletes and non-athletes and the differences in their academic success and their satisfaction with college. I thought it was good practice before going to conferences to present my thesis and my paper.
My research is on the recovery of DNA in indoor and outdoor area environments. I'm here to prove that insects do serve a purpose in the world.
Students were tasked with explaining their research in layman's terms to their judges who are members of the university and Lubbock communities.
The first thing, I'm very impressed by the quality of the work that's being done, the diversity of the types of interactions that the students have, and also they're very good at communicating their ideas, which to me, that's one of the hallmarks of someone who understands their work.
This is my fourth opportunity to come out and be a judge for this national poster competition. We have some super sharp students at Texas Tech. And I just think this kind of enhances the fact that as we become this Tier 1 research institution, these are some of the folks we're going to read about even more so in the near future.
Obviously, Black History Month for me is important. Being African American and going the path that I've gone is pretty special.
Whether it's in terms of science, technology, or education, even, of course, music, and all of the different ways that African Americans have contributed to what is the greatness of America.
One of the things I've been most excited about is the fact that Texas Tech invests in its minorities and that it really promotes what we do and how we do it and really supportive. I think that's consistent, and I think it's sincere and authentic.
As far as my family, my great-grandmother is like so ready to be at graduation. She's so proud because, you know, she has a hard time reading and writing, and this is the fact that I'm able to get an education and I am furthering, you know, my abilities, and I can do so much more.
We just feel it's a rich heritage here to show our students that anything is possible. It doesn't matter where you start. It really, we say from here is possible. That is such a true statement.
$1 billion. That's an unbelievable amount of money, and the Texas Tech University system just announced that it has reached this goal for its endowment fund and actually surpassed it. And this tops our Red and Black recap. For the first time in the system's history, the endowment reached a total of $1.04 billion. All funds raised are being invested in the universities of the Texas Tech University system by expanding scholarships, establishing endowments, and building new facilities on campus. And Texas Tech was also recently recognized by the American Association of University Women as one of the 7 schools that empower women. Tech was specifically recognized for the work the Women's Studies program has done on campus. And another testament to Texas Tech's commitment to veterans. The Rawls College of Business was recently ranked by Military Times as one of the best business schools for vets. This is the first time an individual college at Tech is ranked for serving veterans. Rawls ranked 13th out of 64 other business colleges. Texas Tech University recently hired a new vice president for research. Dr. Robert Duncan is a Missouri native who went to MIT for his undergrad and got his doctorate at the University of California, Santa Barbara. We now get to know more about Dr. Robert Duncan.
I went to MIT. I really enjoyed it there. It was just outstanding education. And I rode intercollegiate crew one year. We went to the national championships, and I just really very much enjoyed my time at MIT. One thing I'll say of West Texas, I mean, people are genuinely extremely friendly and very concerned for one another, and that is really nice. I mean, more so than any place else I've seen that I've been. I have had a chance to go to a couple basketball games and a couple football games, and I like the guns up. I mean, it's a neat concept. Well, Annie's my soulmate. You know, we play like kids when we have time together, so we love to just do anything. We have a tandem bicycle, a Burley bicycle, and we ride it all over the place. And we also love to just go for long walks. And we used to go skiing and snowshoeing a lot. Less of that recently in the last couple of years. it's kind of a strange story because I've been pretty much vegetarian all my life. I never really developed a taste for meat, and I just kind of developed a natural taste preference for vegetarian food, and so it's really purely for taste. I like really hot food too, so I like chili rellenos with a lot of like jalapeno peppers and other little kind of garnishings to make it really spicy. So that's probably my favorite dish.
I want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Texas Tech Today Monthly. You can see all the latest stories at today.ttu.edu. Until next time, I'm Lacey Nobles.